show you, and just acting completely different. His longtime fans were shocked and very worried when they saw him. And this is so unlike him that he suddenly came out of retirement, even though he said he never would. And if he did, it isn't him. He allegedly said that in 2022 when he retired. Did the Illuminati finally silence their loudest Hollywood whistleblower and clone and replace him? Is this a punishment? This comes after years of speeches of him exposing government corruption and authority. And right before filming this, he was actually asked if he was a clone and if he's the real Jim Carrey. And I'll tell you what he said. I literally just saw this. This is definitely a conspiracy theory for you. So let's get into it all. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to become a student here at Pop Culture University with your professor, Patty. You know you want to be a student. Like the video to be a good student. And if you don't, I'll bring you to the front of the class and spank you on the booty with a ruler. So share this with a friend also. Or someone you hate and you know they love Jim Carrey and this is going to worry them. So basically, let's set the scene. It's February 2026 and he steps out to the César Awards in Paris after a little while of retirement. That's basically an Oscar in France. This one was for lifetime achievement for him in film, and he was just looking so different. It was very uncanny valley, as if he was wearing the mask himself. And he was doing these interviews for a bunch of press simultaneously, a bunch of lights and camera in his face so we could really look at him. And he just had like different cheeks, different chin, different smile, different voice, as if he was wearing the real life mask. Like his face even looked like the proportions of it. He just looked very different. But the craziest piece of evidence here that is shocking and like really worrying people of this conspiracy is that he has different eyes now. It looks like his eye color totally changed from brown to green. Now, this is just speculation from fans, but brown to green. And they look like they're just sunken in on his face differently. It's very, very shocking. I wonder how Ariana Grande feels. She's a huge Jim Carrey fan. Her first MySpace name was Jim Carrey Fan 42. Is she freaking out? Let me show you more before and afters of just the Jim Carrey that we knew to this new Jim Carrey, because this caught on like wildfire, similar to like Zac Efron's face change, which by the way, both look fine. Zac Efron still can outmog anyone. I'm gonna read some reactions while I show you some before and afters. This fan said, every time a celebrity starts speaking up, they kill them and replace them. Every single one who has tried to say something. Jim Carrey did this on live television. They end up different, soulless. This will never end. This fan said, as a super fan of Jim Carrey, that's not Jim. I'm devastated. Bryce Hall, ew, even said, that is not Jim Carrey. Someone said, quote, he is the last person I expected to buy a new face off Temu. That went really viral on TikTok, and I was like, okay, that's kind of mean. It had like 500,000 likes. Someone else said, I've never seen anyone look less like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey would never get massive amounts of Botox. Let's be real. This is compelling. Someone said, Jim Carrey, Selena Gomez, what the fuck is going on? These are not them. And to try to pull it in our faces like this, bro, what? So Jim Carrey, he's a 64-year-old man in Hollywood. Plastic surgery isn't a far-fetched possibility. If someone wants to rejuvenate themselves, look any way they want to feel confident and their best self, that's fine. I would never and lovable, that's for sure. Because his face is his whole career. He's known for morphing his face into roles like the Grinch, molding it into his characters like Dumber and Dumber, needing his face to be bendable and pliable. This just doesn't seem like a move that the real Jim Carrey would make. So not only the appearance, but fans have noticed that Jim Carrey is acting very differently as well. He's doing things that the original Jim Carrey would never do. First of all, this was funny when I saw it, but this just shows how much people are putting him under a microscope. He's a known lefty, and I'm not saying he's a liberal. I'm saying he's left-handed, and at the award show, he was doing everything with his right hand. That's not a smoking gun, but it is suspicious. His mannerisms were totally different, and on the carpet, someone asked him what his favorite funny face he's ever worn is, and he said, my favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Is it like a subliminal? Is he the sunken place? Is this like Get Out? Also, listen to how he used to talk and how he does now.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies.
You know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy, but you know, it's then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Also, Jim Carrey said he was retiring from movies, TV, and acting altogether in 2022 after a decades-long iconic career because he said, unlike other Hollywood stars, he's happy with how much fame, money, recognition, achievements he's gotten, and he has had enough. He's done. Well, his retirement was huge news. And word on the street is that he even went so far to say that if he ever comes out of retirement, it is not him, because he would never do that. Allegedly in 2022, he said that, and that's the last time we kind of see Jim Carrey acting and being like the Jim Carrey that we know. And then in 2023, he came out of retirement, and now in 2026, he's back full swing, doing award shows and leading the upcoming live action movie, The Jetsons, in 2026. He said he would not come out of retirement unless the script was golden and it was perfect and something society needed. But live action, The Jetsons and Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know if he would do that. Like, did Hollywood do something to him and now they're just capitalizing off of the image of Jim Carrey? There's also some conjecture about how people feel like this is a series in a long line of celebrities being replaced or cloned or acting different, looking different. From examples like Britney Spears, Joe Biden, Selena Gomez. Someone even said Kevin Hart. I haven't seen that one, but unfortunately I do get what they mean. They will just all of a sudden not really look like themselves. It'll be a little uncanny, act very different, talk very different. And I can't say I completely disagree with them. His personality and his dispositions has changed towards things he used to reject, which as a big Jim Carrey fan myself, I really loved how he stood up against society and he was very spiritual. He used to be someone who'd expose Hollywood and the elites and try to wake up the audience to how blind we are to it. Remember that Jimmy Kimmel interview where he was like exposing the Illuminati? And, you know, some could say he was being facetious and trying to make the crowd laugh, but even when he wasn't doing the Illuminati symbol to expose it, he was speaking facts about how the powers that be, aka the Illuminati, was turning us into mindless consumers and how they just distract us to keep us docile and not revolting and think we're living a great existence when maybe we're not.
People on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government, throw you off the track to distract you, to make you laugh, so you don't know what's really going on.
And he used to do the funniest interviews when he would just hate or be mocking whatever phony Hollywood pretentious event he was at. Remember the E! News interview where he was at like a Harper's Bazaar party honoring icons or something? And he told the interviewer, he was like, this is the most meaningless thing I could think of going to. And the interviewer was like, but don't you believe in icons? And he's like, that is the lowest, bottom of the barrel hanging fruit ever. None of this is real.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
I love that interviewer. I love him. They were both like just so not on the same wavelength. Her face was so funny during that. So people are wondering, did Hollywood need to silence their biggest whistleblower? But they still want to capitalize off of Jim Carrey, so he has this new mask on. Also, he has a long history of giving very powerful speeches and calling out power in a really serious way, though, like not even joking at all. In 2018, he gave a speech calling out capitalism, authoritarian governments, calling out people attacking immigrants or taking children away from their family.
And that's what we have now. We have capitalism without a conscience. Its worst evils: hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do.
He used to not take himself seriously and say that Jim Carrey isn't even a real person, it's just a character he plays, that the universe is just experiencing the average guy that's him. And that's why he doesn't take awards seriously or need extra money by doing these big budget films or anything like that. But now with this France Award show, he seems to be taking it really seriously, and he was just acting like in character of like an actor that I feel like he would used to mock. And he's showing like a deep reverence for it. Like, oh, shucks, me? Like, I'm so honored by this award. Especially in that E! Interview, he's like, icons, that's so stupid. And now he's getting like an iconic award. It's just very interesting. So there's some other theories online explaining why he's changed so much. Fans, I think, are in denial. And they're just like, what if he's just in character and he did stuff to his face because he's a method actor and he's really becoming a new person because he just thinks Jim Carrey is a facade that he puts on. Someone else said, or hear me out, Jim Carrey hired a lookalike actor to prove a point. People think he like hired a body double to go to the events that he doesn't like to. Someone said he had to have paid somebody to pretend to be him. So basically right before I filmed this, Some reporter, I don't even know if he was a reporter, but ambushed him outside of his car and was like yelling nonstop, "Are you the real Jim Carrey? Are you real? Are you someone else? Are you true? Have you been cloned?" Like, really burgeoning him with these questions. Wouldn't even let him speak, really. But you can hear Jim Carrey respond to the question, "Are you the real Jim Carrey?" And he just goes, "What?" Like he's unaware of it. Or is he playing dumb?
Jim Carrey is real original Jim Carrey? Can you answer this, please? Mr. Jim Carrey. Every fake news is saying you are not Jim Carrey. That's true or not? Please, give answer. After Epstein files, you actually say something. That's same or not? Are you true? You same man? Please answer. Please answer.
What do you guys think is going on here, from the personality change to the looks changing? Do you think it's just a conspiracy theory, or do you think something real and scary is going on? Let me know. I feel like the conspiracy theory king again, so let me know what other conspiracy theories you want to talk about, and I will definitely bring them to you students. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, send it to a friend, and I'll see you next class session. Bye, students. Mwah.
What you said? I did some throwing. I just got on myself. Nobody reviewed yet, so I just want everybody to leave their comments. Leave it in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about that Jim Carrey conspiracy that's going on. We gonna leave it.